Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Instrumentation and Automation. I'm Nasar Babu, and in this PLC Basics series, we are learning PLC concepts from the ground level with real industrial logic. In our previous videos, we already learned PLC I/O basics and PLC signal flow. Now it's time to understand how a PLC actually works internally. This is called the PLC Scan Cycle. A PLC does not work randomly. It works in a continuous loop called the scan cycle. This cycle repeats again and again as long as the PLC is in run mode. Each scan cycle has three main steps: input scan, program scan, and output scan. First, the PLC performs the input scan. During this step, the PLC reads the status of all field inputs. For example, push button, proximity switch, limit switch, pressure switch. The PLC does not use these signals directly. It stores them in memory called the input image table. Next comes the program scan. Here, the PLC executes the user program line by line. The PLC uses the input values stored in memory, not the real-time field signals. Based on the logic written, contacts are evaluated, timers and counters are processed, and conditions are checked. The results are stored in the output image table. Finally, the PLC performs the output scan. In this step, the PLC updates the physical outputs. Examples: relay on or off, contactor energized, solenoid valve activated, analog signal sent to VFD or control valve. Now the output devices respond. Scan time explained. The time required to complete one full cycle is called scan time. Scan time depends on program size, number of I/O points, and PLC processor speed. Typical scan time is in milliseconds. Important concept, very critical. If an input changes during the program scan, the PLC will not see it until the next scan cycle. This is why PLC response is fast, but not instant. Simple example. When you press a push button, PLC reads input in the next input scan, logic is executed in program scan, and motor turns on in output scan. So the output changes after one complete scan cycle. Why scan cycle is important? Understanding the PLC scan cycle is very important for troubleshooting, high-speed applications, safety logic, timers and counters, and interview questions. To summarize, PLC works in a continuous loop, input scan reads field signals, program scan executes logic, and output scan updates devices. All this happens within milliseconds. If you understand the PLC scan cycle, you understand how a PLC really works. If you found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe to Instrumentation and Automation. This is Nasar Babu. See you in the next video.